Okay, so today we are going to discuss activating your pieces. How are we going to make our pieces become as good as they are? Like if a
As
piece
good as possible.
as good as possible, yeah. So in this position, we are white. Let's have a good look. Let's try to understand how we make our pieces become more powerful in this position. We'll discuss after 1 minute.
I don't like this position.
Hand makes noise even from the washroom.
Very
Class has started, so no talking, no noises.
So silence.
After 1 minute, we will discuss the best move here.
For who, sir?
For white. Okay, has anybody decided on what to do? Alright, let's start with Ayub.
Exchange the knights.
Exchange the knights. Abir,
So QA3.
Queen A3 check. Okay, and yes, Aradhya.
Sir, pawn to d5.
Pawn D5. Okay, anyone else decided?
Exchange the knights.
That's your move. You're going to play knight takes knight.
Yes.
Okay. So, Sai Krishna and Prayan, try to decide what you will do if you have this position. Yes, Prayan.
Knight exchange, then the pawn takes, then queen to f4. Why will
But why will the pawn take? Why not
queen
queen?
can just- Okay, the queen.
Expect your opponent to play what is best for him, not what is best for you. So knight takes, queen takes. That's Ashwik. Today no football.
Why is there no Jayesh?
Jayesh, I don't know what happened to him. He's
I'm
gone
above
AWOL.
Jayesh.
Okay. Okay. Now the moves that you guys told are good. Some of you wanted to play a queen out here. Some of you wanted to play knight takes knight. Some of you wanted to play, what was the other move you guys
So
played?
d5.
D5. So D5 is to activate the bishop.
Yes, what game is this?
And knight takes knight makes the queen comes out or the pawn take back and you have a good position. Now the way to go about this is when you look at, if you pay attention you will understand. If you join late then you have to pay attention. Then you'll understand what's going on.
This is a puzzle or sort of game?
Right now what you need to do is pay attention. Then you'll understand what is going on. That's the only thing you're supposed to do. If someone joins in late, you have to just wait till you understand what's going on, na? Instead of barging in and asking questions. I'm explaining something, so please wait before you ask questions. Here, the way to go about this is, if you look at all the pieces for white, first of all, white is down material or up material?
Down.
Down by an exchange.
Yes.
You didn't know that? First thing we have to see in a position is who is winning, who is up material. White's down material. Now, if you look at all white's pieces, there are three very good pieces, which are
The bishop on d3.
Okay.
The knight on e4.
Okay,
And the
and-
bishop on a1.
okay, this bishop is not that
How
great.
about the rook on
The
g1?
best piece is the rook. How can you ignore the rook? The rook is sitting on an open file. Yeah.
Queen also, sir.
Queen is also good, but the best pieces, like most active pieces, are these three. But your queen and bishop also have potential,
Three
right?
musketeers.
Yeah. Now, which is the worst piece out of all the five? Which piece is the worst right now?
c2 pawn.
I'm not talking about pawns. Pawns are not going to move them forward and do things. I'm talking about the pieces.
The bishop.
Okay, Sai Krishna.
Bishop.
The bishop on?
a1.
I'm asking Sai Krishna. Which bishop?
Sir, does the king count?
I'm When I'm asking one person, others have to be quiet. Yes, Sai Krishna.
D3.
The D3 bishop is not good. Say Sai Krishna. Prayan,
The bishop on A1.
the bishop on A1. How many of you are saying this bishop is the worst piece? One, two people. How many of you are saying this bishop is the worst piece? Two. How many of you are saying this queen is the worst piece? So which is the worst piece, Ashwik, in this position?
So the king.
I'm not talking about the king, I'm talking about queen, the rooks. Okay, Ayun, which is the worst
So the
piece?
bishop
then?
A1.
The knight.
This knight is the worst piece.
Wait, no, sorry.
The poor guy has travelled and moved to the center of the board.
No, sorry, sir. The bishop.
This bishop.
Yes.
Okay, but
So the A1 bishops.
okay. So the worst piece in this position right now is the A1 bishop. This bishop is already in the best
And
place.
it's blocked by the D4 pawn.
Which one? Yeah, it's
D4.
blocked by the D4 pawn. This bishop is blocked by a knight, but it's already in a good diagonal. It's already developed. It's sitting in the center.
And if the
It's
knight
looking
is
at two sides.
And the
knight-
knight exchanges.
Yeah. So the worst piece right now, second worst is probably queen, but the worst is this bishop. So we have to think about activating that. So normally in any middle game position, your plan should be first to activate the worst piece. Then your whole position will change. So now most of you want to play knight takes knight. Is that a good move?
No.
Why not?
Sir, because if the queen takes,
Huh.
then we just then we push D5.
Ashvik, after queen takes, are you saying it's a bad position for white?
Is it because it's not like a bad position, it's like
The
this.
queen is coming out, so we're helping black.
Yes, sir.
That's not the case. Think ahead. See what's next. You cannot stop me thinking after one move, queen comes out, done. We help black, done. No. Go ahead. Aradhya, is it good taking this knight? Was it good?
Technically, it's not good because we are down.
An exchange, so we don't want to
Yeah,
exchange more
exactly,
pieces.
yeah.
Okay. So how many of you are saying this is a bad thing to do? Knight takes knight. 1, 2, 3. Oh, raise properly.
So possible.
Okay.
Seven.
4.
And
Okay.
kids
So
B.
3 people here are saying it's good. Ahan, why do you say it's a good move?
Not 4.
Are you saying it's good?
So because queen takes,
Huh.
then you push the D4 pawn.
Exactly. See, it's true that when we are down material, we don't want to exchange. But if the queen comes out, then your bishop becomes a monster on this diagonal. And if
Sir,
if the pawn takes and queen takes pawn with check, and you are going to crash through. So this is, you have to see beyond our beliefs. Our belief is if we exchange, we will get if you are already down material, we shouldn't exchange. No, you have to see what is the advantage of doing it here. Is there an advantage? There is.
Not believe
If
that.
queen takes,
Move the pawn to D5.
exactly.
So now the bishop is a monster.
Yes.
So but can't the queen take F3? Then you
No, queen can take. One second. One step by step. Queen can take. But what are we gonna do? What do you see next, Priya?
We'll just make it run away.
That's what we're supposed to do. Give them one piece, then make it run away. Give them one more piece, attack the queen, make it run away. By that logic, you will lose all the pieces, no? If your aim is just to make the queen run away. Look at the position and think, Prayan. See beyond the small things. Look at the whole position and see your potential. One second. Let him think and find out what to do after queen moves. After black queen moves, what should we do? Abir.
No, I'm not answering that question.
The question is this, I'm asking you.
We should
After black moves, what's the next move for white? Why did we exchange knights? If queen takes pawn, what's the next move? Aradhya.
So we that is for the pawn if it.
Okay, Ayun?
Sir, if the queen takes the pawn,
Yeah.
then rook to F1.
Rook to f1. I move the queen. What did you achieve?
Sir, I achieved a good rook.
You already have a good rook, mister. You achieved a good rook from a good rook by giving a free pawn. That is not an achievement. Okay, Ashwin.
So after the queen takes the pawn, sir,
Huh.
the rook takes d7 pawn.
Exactly, you have a pawn to take for, but why rook?
So the
You see your bishop now. Bishop is not doing anything. You take with a check. That's
So-
much better. But
so now you
at
pick up
least,
the
at
other
least he saw the free pawn over there. No one else saw that.
So even I saw. You didn't ask me.
Oh, you
What
saw
checkmate?
it, not
You saw it, but you didn't want to tell it.
Sir, I think I'm a checkmate.
You haven't seen it.
I have saw it.
Then why don't you play it?
So I promise.
Only if there's checkmate you'll play the move. So don't say silly logic here.
Yes, it's actually.
You have to first accept that you did not decide this move. So there is a problem in the thinking. You thought of attacking the queen, which is not a good move. So the problem is not seeing properly or not deciding properly. But there is a problem. First you have to accept that. If you do not accept that, then you will never understand why I didn't find the move. When it happens on a board in the game, you will not find it. You will probably play some rook move and game goes on. So try to accept what we didn't find. If you didn't find anything, we didn't find it. Not don't work around it. So here, after queen moves, wherever the queen moves, it's okay. We are going to strike here. Active pieces are all good. Next thing is to strike. Once your pieces are active enough, next step is you take advantage of the active pieces. The bishop takes. If the king runs here, what is our next step?
So taking the QE1. Taking
Sorry?
the QE1.
Queen to e1. Then king again moves. No, this needs calculation. You cannot play just instantly.
So
A hand first look properly, calculate, then decide. As soon as you see a check, if you play it, that is not the way to play chess. Calculate and then make decisions. If king moves to d2, what is the next step is a question. Try to make moves after calculating, not blindly. Let's see who can find the best move in the position. Yes, Ahan.
So queen takes c6.
Queen takes
c6 pawn. h6 pawn.
h6 pawn. Okay, yes, Abid.
QA3.
Queen a3 check. After king d2, queen a3. Okay, and Ayun, queen a3. Aradhya?
So won't it be good for the king to go to g8 instead of going out?
If he goes to g8, what is the problem, Aradhya? You don't see any problem for the king?
So there is a bishop to h7.
Bishop can move anywhere. No, bishop h7. That's not a problem. That's a free piece. That's a gift. That's not what a problem looks like. You're going into the line of the rook, Aradhya. There's a rook sitting here, no?
Those are his techniques, sir, bishop.
Yeah.
Where checking?
Bishop to f6.
h7 da.
Bishop h7 is a free piece, Mr. What? How is it checkmate?
Bishop to f6 is a check.
Bishop f6 is a check. Yes, congratulations. You gave a check. What next? You're saying it like it's the end of the world. Bishop f6 is a check. Yes, it's a check. Fine. What next? Yes, Sai Krishna. What next?
King move to h7.
King cannot move to h7 because there's a bishop sitting here.
This is a checkmate.
It's not checkmate. Look properly, guys.
Alright, so
No, I'm talking about the black king.
you can take the pawn on h6.
Everyone is talking about black king only. Nobody is talking about white king.
So this
Who
side
talks
has-
about white king?
So
This
this
is
side
talking
and
about
the piece
grey
to
king.
the
I said
h7.
oh.
h6.
h7 is over
H7?
there.
What are you-
H7 is over there.
Exactly.
So how
What
the
are you
white king
saying?
move to h7?
Sir.
I'm saying about a black king.
Yes, everyone is talking black king. Black king cannot go there. Look properly. Try to understand what is happening on the board. You're not even seeing a piece. Okay, Ashvik.
Sir, you can just add another piece to attack, but queen takes h6.
When you already have a rook sitting over here with everything, why don't you just use the fact that the king is on the line of the rook? You can just use your discovered attack. No? There's no good discovered attack with the bishop.
How is it not
Use, get a
See,
pawn.
bishop f6, king moves, checkmate. Just use your pieces, no? If there is a rook already sitting on the line, you move the bishop, open up the
So, but
rook.
like queen, so that can't be also queen to a3. So like
What does queen a3 do in which position?
So the bishop is on.
In this position, after king moves. Then rook will block and then checkmate, or pawn will block. There will be some extra moves. This is one move mate.
So, but like when the bishop was on g7 and the king was on g8,
Yes.
then why can't we just take the pawn with the queen?
I can just do that.
Because taking the pawn with the queen, you are only threatening checkmate. This is a forced checkmate. Bishop f6, queen takes is mate in 2. When there's a forced sequence, you go for the forced sequence. Queen h6 is only threatening a mate.
So, but how would they stop it? Like, if queen here, then that's a free queen.
So it's not
a free queen.
Queen takes pawn, you're threatening mate. That will also be mate, but it's a choice between a forced move and a non-forcing move.
So it's not.
The choice should be to take the forcing move. Yeah?
It's not a checkmate. It's like losing completely.
Which move are you talking about?
Queen to g4, so the bishop was not protecting that.
Oh yeah, you mean queen g4. But yeah, queen h6, queen g4, it's still checkmate will happen. No? Queen h8 checkmate. So queen h is also good here. So all these moves are fine. So this happened because your bishop became active, and now queen's also becoming active. Now if you go back a little bit, this is why king wouldn't come to this square. Let's go back to the bishop being here and the pawn over here.
Pawn existing.
Which is why after we played, after queen takes and bishop takes, the king will run here. This is where we were thinking about the best move. Now one of you told the best move. Here there is no killer blow. That is the first thing to look for. Is there a killer blow? Can I bring one more piece and just finish him off?
No,
You can play rook check, you can play queen check, but king will move. And there's no bishop check, queen is there.
So it's great.
Queen e3 is one check, what next? After that, what do you do?
Then that.
Then what? You have to calculate, Ashwin. You need to calculate moves ahead. Just giving one check and sitting back is not how you finish off a game. So if there's no finishing blow, then you need more firepower. And that firepower will come from a hand's move. Queen takes pawn. Now there is a queen, bishop, rook and bishop in the attack.
So,
And the king is stuck. King is not able to move anywhere. King can
so the only move is that.
The moves there are plenty. I mean, why should he move the king? Is there a threat? Are you making a threat?
So the king can move
That
to
he has
D7.
plenty
Yeah,
of
king
other
can still go to
pieces.
d7,
So I
but
have a doubt.
the different one second. The difference is now you have a queen also in the game, and you should be able to finish things off soon.
Sir, I have a doubt.
Yes,
You
we'll see.
move the queen to c1.
Okay, definitely. And pawn here, yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes. You want to play?
Queen goes to a3.
Okay. After king moves, what's your plan?
Yes, sir. Then, bishop to f8.
Bishop f8. Bishop f8.
Sir, you can move.
So, yeah, you're threatening queen d6 checkmate. So it's a serious move. Yeah. So I'm going
Sir,
to
but
play.
is there a way to stop it by moving your queen to d5?
One second.
So is it
Patience.
a-
We'll look for ways.
Stop it by-
After bishop f8, let's see what is the best option for me. Yeah, queen takes pawn. Now my queen is sitting in the best place possible. And you put your queen on one side, your pieces on the other side. There's no coordination. So this is not. That's just one threat. The move looks nice. Bishop f8 is a very nice move to play. But it's just one threat. And I defend the threat and then there's nothing to continue.
So bishop f5.
Bishop f5. Sir.
Now bishop for king c7.
An opportunist.
Just king c7.
Then sir, bishop to d5.
Bishop.
Yeah, d6.
That's a free piece. I'll just take it.
Exactly.
Why is my queen sitting here? My queen came back to defend.
So what
Okay,
about
let's go back 1 second.
Remember that he down.
1 second.
Do not use hidden
strategy.
Yeah, but don't use Ayun strategy.
Okay, now we talked about the best move being queen takes pawn. Now you see all your pieces working together. They're on one side. It's not queen here, pieces there. Everybody is working together. Let's see how to continue this. Let's say black plays the most active move. Queen takes pawn. Taking your pawn. Now it's equal material. I mean, we are still down in exchange. Or are we? Yeah, we are down in exchange.
But
So we have to finish things off. Otherwise, you have to finish off this king somehow. Or win a rook. Or win a piece. So what is possible here?
Sir, we have to eat the rice with the king fastly.
What does
What
eating
could be
rice
done?
have to do with?
Let's be quiet and think.
Okay, sir.
Let's find out the continuation here for white.
So it's okay.
It's like a hand just woke from sleep with nightmare. The position is already in front of you. Just think, find out the continuation.
So it's white's pawn, right?
Yes, Sahan. Definitely, it's for black has just taken the pawn on d5.
I wish the king was on a6.
So Rashmi wishes the king was on ace.
Yeah, Ashwin will keep dreaming. Dreams are not going to win this game. You need to use what we have. Instead of thinking, what if I had that, what if I had that. You have this. You're down in exchange, but you have active pieces. What is the way to take this forward? Has anybody found it? Yes, Abir?
Bishop f6.
Bishop f6. What happens next, Abir?
So
King.
bishop f6, king moves to d7.
Okay.
Qh3.
Queen h3. King again moves to c7.
King moves to c7. Then wait, the king's on c7. So the queen's on d3 now. So the
Queen's on h3.
Yeah,
You
sorry,
went to
h3.
Yeah.
Q goes to g3.
G3 check. Wait a minute. I block the check with my queen.
Then a
You
bishop.
should have calculated with him. Then you will know where we are.
So bishop e5.
I take it with the rook, free piece, or with the queen. So it's a good try. Bishop f6, king moves, queen check, king moves, queen check, but I block.
And then he moves his bishop, you take it with your rook.
Yeah, so he won't move the bishop, no? He shouldn't move the bishop.
But he
So that didn't, yeah, he did. But in a game, he will see the next move. No? After he reaches that position, he'll probably look for other moves.
Yeah, I probably won't move the
Yeah.
bishop.
So that wouldn't work. There's no end to that line. There's no finish. What should we do?
So what about queen f6 check?
What about it? What about queen f6? You tell me, no?
So queen f6 check.
You will play queen f6 check if it's your position.
Yes.
Okay. After that, what happens?
Then d7.
Okay. Then what will you do?
So then we play bishop bf5 check.
Bishop
Like
f5.
yes.
Okay. Bishop f5 check. King again moves.
Yes. So now you play queen to.
Queen
So
two.
now you play queen to. So queen f4 check.
You can't. Your bishop is on f5. You played bishop f5 check. My king moved. Your queen is here. Can't jump.
Sir,
One second, one second.
hasn't spoken in a long time.
You have to pay attention, Sai. You have to be active in the conversation. Only then you will improve. You'll understand better. Yeah, 1 second. Let me ask Ashvik.
Sir, he said queen h6, sorry sir. When you go to
So queen f6, huh?
Yes sir.
Queen f6, king d7.
Sir, then from queen d7, king d7, bishop to f5.
Bishop f5, king c7.
Sir, then bishop to e5.
You can't. Your queen is sitting on f6. So beyond 2 moves, nobody is calculating properly. Ahan also got stuck after 2 moves. Abir as well, Ashvik as well. You're making a mistake in calculation. Thinking piece is there. 1 second, guys. Let's ask Ayub, our highest rated student. Right?
f6.
Queen f6, king d7.
King d7. Then then bishop to f5.
King c7.
King c7.
Yeah.
Then
Sir, please.
One person is answering. No, please, no raising hands. Please wait. Let him answer in peace. Then
after king to
c7.
c7, I would play
Would play.
queen. Wait, no, I should.
Gas is out.
So
Run out of gas. Again 2 moves and that's it.
Wait,
So
sir.
yes.
Queen to e5.
You did all this to exchange of the queens, is it? You're down in exchange.
So.
Why do you want to exchange queens? Queen takes, bishop takes, and move the king.
By the way, sir, I just realized it's not even exchanging queens. It's a free queen.
Oh yeah, it's a free queen. Okay, let's go to Abir.
So e1,
Rook e1, king d7,
q h3,
queen h3, king c7.
bishop. Wait, king's on c7, right?
Yep, you played rook e1, I moved the king. You played queen check, I moved the king.
Yeah.
Sir,
I'm feeling g3. So I'm feeling sleepy.
When one person is saying something, you have to be quiet.
Can I wash my face? I'm feeling very sleepy. Sir.
You don't have to say that in between an answer. When he's answering, you don't disturb him. Yes.
Queen g3.
Queen g3, I again block.
You block.
That's where you had a roadblock before.
That's where I got the block.
Yeah. But this time you have a rook here. But
Yeah.
taking the rook will not, will it?
So what is the examples?
So he plays rook e1, I played king d7, yeah?
Examples Abir
Huh.
moves his rook to e1, right?
I play king. I
No,
play
sir,
bishop e6,
yeah.
yeah? Yeah, bishop e6 is better, yeah?
Wait, sir.
Bishop e6 is better. Okay, yes.
Rook to e1.
Bishop e6. Prayan found a very good move for me. Good.
Bishop e6.
And that's it. The gates are all closed. Gates are closing after a piece comes out, then I don't see where your attack
Sir,
is.
have a way to like
Is
win.
there an attack?
Yeah, but it's a kind of like an exchange.
Sir, have a way to win a rook, sir.
How will you win a rook?
By blundering.
Sir,
Silence.
So after bishop e6, you go to bishop f6.
Then king d7. Nothing after that. King is safe. Yes.
Queen.
Then
Then
Q.
Queen f silence, guys. Queen f6, king d7.
Yes, sir. Bishop to f5.
Bishop f5, king c7. I'm waiting for the free rook to appear.
So please.
Just a minute.
So, from the start, so that was the long one. Bishop, queen to e. Rook to e1, sir.
Rook e1, king d7.
Then, sir, bishop. Sir, queen to h3.
Queen to h3, king c7.
Sir, and take the rook, sir.
You take the rook.
going to play
Huh? Wait.
Take the rook on e8.
Oh wait, rook e1, bishop e6, not king d7. Rook e1, bishop e6.
Sir, how?
Take the bishop and put it on e6. That's how. What are you saying? How? How does a
when
piece
the
move?
rook- When the rook goes to e1.
E1, bishop to e6.
Oh.
So that was well spotted by Prayan. I didn't see that was a better move.
Sir,
So good.
sir,
So once he plays bishop e6 after rook e1, there's nothing.
sir, then bishop to f6.
Then king moves. You're saying the moves like a gold. Where does the king move? Where do you think the
After
king?
bishop was on d7.
Mm-hmm. Okay, now it's time to discuss the best.
So plus Q
Okay,
D6. So Queen f6.
King d7.
King d7.
Huh.
Rook to g5.
Rook to g5.
No, sorry, sir. So after king d7,
Yeah. Queen f6, king d7. You're playing rook g5.
so now you play a.
I play something.
So
like-
bishop f5 check.
Why?
Bishop f5 check.
How can you play rook g5 and bishop f5? What are you playing?
No, I want to play bishop f5
So
check.
king moves again.
So now
See, first calculate, then decide. Without any calculation, just one move forward, you're saying the move. Calculate as far as you can. So, this position, there is no, the conclusion is,
Sir.
you tried so much, but there is no killer blow. Queen f6 looks very good, but once the king goes here, we don't have a continuation.
Sir.
Yes.
So Q f1.
Queen f1.
Where?
Then queen go to f1.
Look f1. Look f1.
Rook f1, now you start playing slow moves, bishop a6, and then there's nothing now. You have to think of opponent's moves also. So now,
Sir?
the
Sir,
conclusion I would like to
Sir,
make here.
please.
No, that's enough discussion about one position. Please be quiet now. So the thing is, Queen f6 looks good, but after King d7 we don't have a continuation. There's one check, but after King d7 there's nothing. So I would say the best option is after Queen f6, or even here. Okay, let's say Queen f6, King moves. Now you reroute the bishop. Instead of going to f5, you bring it to c4. Because you're going to take on f7 with check. The queen can't defend. So
If
piece
it's
looks
a
good. The
defend-
bishop on d3 looks good. But now it's even
Sir,
better.
when you take the rook, you can-
So why can't it defend by
How?
going to h5? Queen h5.
Queen to h5. Okay, then rook g5. If queen h5, you bring the rook to g5. And now there's no defense. So it was just one piece changed its direction.
So but
And-
can't he then play you a check?
That's just a check. King moves. What's the big deal? King moves out of the check. You give a check, I move the king. No big deal.
Sir,
There is no check on this diagonal. There's a queen and bishop there.
So
So
why
you
is
just
the
give
king
one-
having the coffee? Just give him a ticker.
Yeah. So now the problem is after queen moves, let's say queen takes pawn, everything comes crashing down. Things happen, start happening. Queen takes pawn. And after rook blocks, what is the next step? Who can find out? The finish. Almost the finish.
Bishop
E6.
Bishop?
e6.
Exactly, good, well done. Bishop e6. King has only this square and this square. Let's say it goes here. What is the next step?
Sir.
This is the time to like finish
Q
things off.
f8.
Yeah, simply laughing at everything will not finish things off. You need to focus.
Q f8.
Queen f8, rook blocks. You have better moves.
Oh yeah.
Better moves. Look for finishes.
So
There's a killer move here. I mean, there might be more than one killer move. Find at least one killer move. Finish things off. Don't give him any chance to defend. Yes, Ashmik?
Bishop f6.
Exactly.
So,
Bishop
yeah,
f6.
so that's also
That's
what
it.
I was gonna say.
End of the game. No defense. You want to
So-
take everything or give checkmate. So, this is how we activate the pieces to its best potential. Pieces might have been looking good, but there is still more potential to change. You move the bishop from here to here, suddenly everything is changed.
You move
the
the
big-
bishop from
big-
a1 to g5.
Yeah, that's how things started. But to keep things going, you need more fuel. And that fuel will come from the bishop. We just moved it.